Episode 221 of the White Cat Outdoors podcast, bring you to the table while we talk about the outdoors. Well, we're shifting gears a little bit here for a week. The past few weeks, we've been talking about a lot of predator hunting. We've finally found some success in that, and we've been super excited. But it's time to switch gears a little bit. Our buddy Austin, who's been a familiar face on the podcast recently, just picked up his bird dog. Drove all the way down to the Carolinas for his Red Fox Lab, which is a new breed to me, but apparently they're pretty solid when it comes to bird hunting. So Austin's got this dog all trained up, and we're just excited for what the new season will bring us. It comes into grouse hunting and pheasant hunting, and Austin's teasing a little bit of shed hunting too. So we're going to get the full scoop on that, and I'm going to quit rambling at this point. Let's get tuned in to this week's episode.
So I did the cardinal sin. I pull up my bow, and then I look dead at his antlers. I got out of the truck, and when I slammed the door, I heard gobbles all around me.
Let's see it.
Alaska, moose, spot and sock. That is the bucket list.
I agree.
White Cat Outdoors. White Cat Outdoors.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the table. We're going to talk about the outdoors today.
Really? I thought we were going inside today.
No, we're going to go outside for this episode. And Nick and Tom are here.
Yo.
Glad to be in the studio.
And Austin's also here, and we're going to be talking to you a lot today.
Yeah, what's going on, everyone?
So this is going to be pretty sweet because, like we were talking before the podcast, there's a ton of different avenues we use to get outside, and we've, big into fishing, big into hunting. So like we've got water, we've got land, but there was one category we just weren't hitting yet. Tom, what was that?
Air.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So basically what that means for us is we don't really get into bird hunting too much. Unless it's a turkey, we really didn't get into much bird hunting.
Mm-mm.
But old Austin over here, since he joined the crew, tell us a little bit about how you plan to get more into the bird hunting, Austin.
Well, a couple weeks ago, I just picked up a new family member. Her name's Dixie, a bird dog, Red Fox Lab.
See, I've never even heard of a Red Fox
I
Lab.
never have either. That was the first time I've heard of one.
So
Yeah.
let's a little bit about how you got to that breed.
So my dad's buddy ended up getting one. It was 2 years ago, and we were using her hunting doves, and she had a phenomenal nose, looking for the birds. After they went down, she picked them right out of the woods or the grass, and we kind of got interested and started talking to this guy named Luke down in North Carolina, and we got set up with a breed down there, and he was down there training her for about 8 months. And
How'd you get hooked up with that guy?
my dad's buddy, so friend through a friend.
Okay.
So this dog that you got is from the same breeder as the one you previously hunted with?
Yeah, so it should be the sister or some type of
Like a half
bloodline.
sister or something.
Yeah.
Same bloodline of at least half or something.
Yep.
And is the person that you bought it from, like the breeder, did they train the dog as well, or did they breed it and then they sent it somewhere to get trained and that's where you got it from?
He was doing it all right there. So he ended up having her as a pup, and then he just started from day one, getting her used to the gun, retrieving birds, and jumping in the water and stuff like that.
So I guess I didn't realize that they also do like gun training, because that's like a huge problem. It's like you could have the best dog, when it comes to its nose and obedience, but if it's afraid of a gunshot, it's like
About worthless.
yeah, it's
for
about
him.
it's worthless for hunting. It's still a good pet, but you
Right.
can't really hunt with it. So that's pretty interesting that they rate from day one. They
Yeah,
just
as soon as they're-
establish that.
As soon as they're gun shy, I mean, the dog's just a house dog at that point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He said the way he was training them to get used to the gun, he's got like 7 kennels there with other dogs in it, and he'll be training the other dog. And just from being like 100 yards away shooting the gun, that's how he kind of gets get them used to the noise. But
Yeah, my Basset is not okay with guns.
Oh, really?
Honestly, I think my dog's a liberal, because like Hank can't even. If I pull a gun out of the safe, it's a problem. Like he's already nervous.
He doesn't even want to look at
Yeah,
it.
seriously, it's hilarious. Because like I'll go to like if I'm going to sight a gun in or getting ready for coyote hunting, and I'm like pull the gun out of the safe, get it ready to go, and he immediately goes to grab his emotional support octopus, and he is hunkering in.
That's funny.
So he's would not be a good bird dog.
When we first got Jazz, our blue tick, she was afraid of guns.
Yeah,
And I figured the best way to get her over that was I just put her on a leash and sat her right next to me while I plinked a 22 for a while, and she calmed down.
yeah, she got over it.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah,
Yeah. They were afraid of water, too, so I took them on the dock and threw them in the pond.
Tom and I
That's
had
one way to do it.
Yeah, Tom and I had a very old school way with teaching our coonhounds, and they turned out to be great. But yeah, we just coax them up on the dock and try to throw something out there for them. They wouldn't take it, so you just push them off. But once they found out like, oh, I can go in the water, they actually loved it. Like they would once they got into it, they would swim around and just do dog stuff in the
Having
water.
a great time.
Yeah, I mean they weren't the most agile. Like you could tell they weren't bred for swimming.
Yeah, hounds aren't great swimmers.
But we needed them to at least, cross a creek.
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Yeah, we got to a point with them where they wouldn't even think twice about jumping through a creek. So that was pretty sweet.
Yeah, when I was down there, he was showing me everything he taught her to do, and he threw the bumper in the water about 3 times, and she jumped right in. And after the 4th time, she was like, I ain't going in. So I ended up bringing her home, and that was like one of the first things I tried doing was trying to get her to jump in the water, and she just didn't want to go. It was too cold or something.
Well, she's coming up from North Carolina. She's probably not.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So are you supposed to like reward them with something like when
Yeah.
they get back?
So we're like in the break-in period of getting to know everyone and listening. But yeah, I mean, we'll teach her to heel, sit, come, and then just give her a little treat, break it off, and give it to her if she listens. But
Now, are you gonna use her more for like upland birds, like pheasants, or are you gonna go more waterfowl, or is it easy to cross them over?
it should be, but she was mostly a pheasant bird. But I mean, she's more than capable of doing both.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if like, because I know like you most people use like labs for waterfowl hunting and then pointers for upland birds. So I
Right.
wasn't sure if like, I mean, obviously a good dog's a good dog. So, but I wasn't sure if like the training really lined up from one to the other.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if this is the right term, but did they the breeder and trainer, did they give you for lack of a better term, an instruction manual, like saying, okay, this is what we've done, this is what you need to continue to do to keep improving with this dog?
There wasn't I was expecting maybe like a guidebook or something, but that was basically why I went down there. We spent the whole Saturday going over everything, and I was just taking notes as I go and printed it off for my dad for him to look over too. But yeah, I mean, she's still learning too. She's just got that basic training right now.
So will she? I mean, because I know like you mentioned pointers and stuff for pheasants and whatnot, and a lot of dogs will naturally point. Well, does your dog Dixie have you seen any indication of pointing or like?
No, she's more of if she could smell it, she's gonna kind of track it down and then flush the bird out in front of you. That's pretty much her goal.
Gotcha.
So when are you thinking hitting the field with her? This fall?
This fall for sure. We'll go out dove hunting, and then that'll probably be her first time out.
Dove hunt would be a lot of fun with a dog.
Yeah.
So if you need any other gunmen, just let me know.
Yeah,
if you
we'll
need
go
help
out.
training the dog,
Yeah.
be there.
I think dove's one of the first things to open up.
Yeah. And that's more of a relaxed hunt too. It's not really nothing crazy, but so that'd be a good way to get her out.
I've got a few places we can dove hunt. You talk to any farmer that spreads manure on their field, you got a place to dove hunt.
For sure.
So,
But then you have to walk through the manure. Gross.
Yeah, well, you can stay back then.
Gross.
So I guess, what are your, goals? Obviously, you mentioned pheasant, dove. Is there anything else besides bird hunting that you're trying to get into, or like what's your main goals or objectives with the dog?
We brought up to Luke while he was still training her. It was a couple months before we picked her up. Kind of learned the scent of a shed so we could take her shed hunting. Mm-hmm. And she's been pretty good at that. We were just throwing the shed out in the field. I mean, she could still smell the human scent on it, but she picked it right up. So, and we'll be using her here in the next couple weeks, looking for sheds and going down to Benazet. My dad is going to take her and see if we find an elk shed too.
That'd be really cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I've seen the guys that have good shed dogs. They find way more shits than guys that don't have
It
dogs.
seems to really help.
Because it's like, you stick a shed to your nose, it doesn't smell like anything. But to a dog, there's like a distinct, like they smell everything. It's insane.
Yeah.
So it sounds like, with the training, anything that involves scenting, something with scent, your dog could probably pick up on.
Yeah.
If you worked, towards that.
Yeah, for sure. And that one thing you said, her nose is going to get her in trouble because she's just always sniffing around, no matter what it is. But no, it's all learning experience, and we'll see what we could do here this year and go from there.
It should be a lot of fun. I'm excited to go hunting and do some more, just another avenue. I'm sure that the fiance will love that, get into some other hunting activities.
Yeah. Well, there's that one place that we deer hunted the one time up in.
Oh, that place is phenomenal for pheasants.
Full of grouse and pheasants.
Yeah.
Grouse
would be
not far
fun.
from camp.
Yeah, Austin, we'll have to show you. Actually, you probably know of this place. We'll talk.
Yeah.
We'll talk later.
Keep it on the DL.
Yeah. We went there deer hunting one time, and it was like, wow, this is great bird property.
Did you ever post that video?
Which one?
The one that we made there.
The one that we made there?
Really stupid video we made there.
No, I didn't, if you can
I was
believe
gonna
that.
say, if you dig deep enough into the archives, you might be able to pinpoint which land we're talking about.
Yeah, no, that one never got posted.
That's a shame. I still have it.
What was it, a bird hunt?
No,
we
it
were
was-
deer hunting.
It was a deer hunt, but it was very unproductive, so we started shooting film.
And just being dumb.
Just a little B-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was like pre.
Yeah,
that was White
before.
Cat, but it wasn't like, we were recording with the cell phones.
Yeah, that was before the podcast.
I feel like that would be the more fun way to do this whole thing. It's just
Put a cell phone in the middle of the table.
Well, no, I was saying like that style of like just stupid films instead of like, everybody's just so serious.
Yeah.
And
People need to lighten up.
well, that, and it's like everybody wants this like crazy production, like they're watching on TV. But some of my favorite hunting videos are like the old Jeff Foxworthy hunting. Like to me, those are just hysterical.
Yeah.
It's just, because like at least on YouTube's a little different, but like the ones you see on like the Outdoor Channel are just basically an infomercial for hunting products. And
Yes.
it's just like,
And then, by the way, we shot a deer.
yeah, that's what it feels
I
like to
like
me.
the old school, like the real tree monster bucks.
Yeah.
Like back in the day.
That was back before it became like this huge like
Sponsored.
infomercial. Yeah, where it's just like every other thing is, so I pulled out my X grunt tube and, watched the deer lick Y, urine off the, like, and it's just like over and over, just product after product.
Just plugging different
Yeah.
manufacturers. Yeah, it's.
I don't know. It
silly.
gets old. So I think we just need to go back to the old Jeff Foxworthy and Monster Bucks.
I'm in.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Maybe get some bird hunting in there now.
Yeah, we definitely can.
Grouse would be fun. They scare the shit out of me because
Dude, when they flush when you're just walking, they don't flush till you're like on top of them. They come up between your fucking legs.
Well, we have them right behind camp. A couple of times I've gone back to take a pee in the bathroom, and it literally just, right in front. Like they didn't even look like there was any brush, and it's just boom. You don't even see it until like you said, that's like at your feet.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to get a dog in there that can smell it and can flush it out ahead of you.
Yeah, be prepared.
Yeah. Well, good. Austin, I'm super excited for you. Congratulations on the dog. Having a dog's a great thing.
Yeah,
It's
thank
a
you.
lot of fun.
Can't say, I guess I did have a mutt that was a lab back in the day, but we've always been big into hounds. But it'll be interesting to see, especially with like how good that labs are traditionally with birds and stuff. But yeah, should be fun. It's gonna be a good year.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
Tommy, anything?
Nope, that ought about do it.
Frank?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, guys. You guys all know what to do. Get outside.